Hello there, it's good to have you join us again on Eyewitness Report. On this week's edition of the program, attention is given to the Calabar-Itu road as its deplorable condition continues to hamper economic and transport activities along that route. These and more shortly. The slow pace of the reconstruction of the over 40-kilometer Calabar-Itu road is becoming worrisome to road users in that area. Channels Television revisits some sections of the highway for situation report, as the Cross River State government says it is set to commence the payment of compensation to owners of properties affected.
Moving shots of the Odupani end of the Calabar-Itu road with equipment and materials lying along, giving an impression that the reconstruction of the road is ongoing. However, there's not been significant progress since the road was awarded for reconstruction. Eyewitnesses assume that the project has been abandoned. Driving through the Odupani section of the road may appear manageable when it's dry, but with the presence of potholes, exposed granites and boulders, road users are reminded to drive with care. Motorists and commuters, as well as residents, always have sad tales to tell about the experience, especially when it rains.
We don't get government for this country. We know that
on this road, in rain season like this, we're suffering because of this road. Our vehicle is hardly for us to drive our vehicle in this road, regardless of bike or others motorcycle. So we paid for federal government to come and work this road for us so that we can be able to move on this road successfully. We always have a breakdown of our vehicle and everything like that. Even people that works in the legs difficultly based on how the road is so narrow, and I don't even know how to talk. So the road is not a good place. So I'm pleading for the federal government to come and work for it so that we can have a good road.
The road is very bad, especially this junction. It's very bad. When rain fall like this place will turn water all. This place like this will turn to riverside. And all this side, all these houses where you see so, water go the enter people's houses. So I need government to work on this road, and they put a very big gutter for us so that we can walk very fine. We can move very well. This environment where you see so, if rain fall now, you cannot stand as you stand like this.
Beyond Odupani, other sections of the road linking Cross River and Akwa Ibom State and leading to other south-south and southeast states are extremely bad and almost impossible. Gridlock is a common sight.
At times, vehicles cannot even move. At times, the places are full of mud. And when it is dry season especially, the whole of this place are full of dust. You cannot even go out and come in, and it looks as if like you go out. Dust everywhere, even in the shop where you are staying, dust will cover all the things you are selling. So the road is very bad in the sense that they have demolished some part of it, and they say they will come and build the road. Yet we are not seeing any development along the other side that they have demolished. They just demolished it and left it. So we, the Odukpani Junction people, we are pleading with the government not to command them in our own order, but we are pleading with them to please come to our help. So they should come to our help. They should listen to our hearing. They should listen to our cry and come and do something about this road, about this development of the road. That is all I am saying, and I'm pleading with the government and the executive, the leaders that are working along with the government.
Oh, yes. Why much break there?
Something we supposed to go outside. Leave out.
No way.
Leave out.
Alors, go sit down.
Don't sit down.
Don't sit.
Poor funding is one of the factors believed to be delaying the rehabilitation of the Calabar-Itu road, especially when it is noticed that contractors withdraw their service intermittently. The project has also suffered setbacks due to the non-payment of compensation to those whose properties were affected by its expansion.
You wanna get blood for Calabar? Hey, good man.
The perceived disagreement between the federal government and roadside communities lingered for long.
The remaining place, which is from that place where Gilodega walk and stop there, down to this superhighway stoppage, they did not compensate my father for this land. They came with their own power to come and forfeit this place by their own power, claiming to be Odukpani local government indigene, which we did not agree. If they want to come and extend this road to make it well, they should come and compensate my father for this land, for this place. Anyway, we don't like this bad road like as it is now. We want this road to be rehabilitated so that we should have a good road here in Odukpani Junction. Then before they came to rehabilitate this road, they should pay us so that we can stay away and make the road to function well for us and our people.
Recently, the Cross River State government announced that it will soon commence the payment of compensation.
This is the best table. That's why I have to bring out this one. This is not the normal table I use.
Well, we are here to have an on-the-spot assessment of the condition of Calabar-Itu Road, and also try to have on record the areas that are having ongoing constructions and the areas that are yet to be constructed, and also understand the position of people in the community that are still awaiting compensation, knowing fully well that compensation in Nigeria is governed by the Land Use Act of 1978, and landowners have the right to be fairly and adequately compensated. So I'm here to also have that study in line with His Excellency's decision to take over the compensation responsibility from federal government, which is worthy of commendation. Even though we are expressly going to be considering those that have ancestral buildings and legal structures, because the committee that government set up, led by the Commissioner for Works that were on ground earlier, with officers from the Federal Ministry of Works, we discovered that there are a lot of illegal buildings, illegal structures, which were erected in expectation of compensation, which we frown seriously against. In that same vein, we are calling for a review of the position of government at the federal level as it concerns the compensation of this axis of the road, particularly because some communities were earlier compensated, and those that are feeling they will not be considered are also questioning if those that were earlier considered have more rights than them. We are calling on federal government to, as a matter of urgency, expedite action in terms of road construction in this area, because we are losing a lot of resources. It's affecting our economy. It is affecting even the entire country's economy, both the micro and macro. So as a state, we are calling on federal government to do the needful, especially as our governor have decided to pay compensation because he knows the challenges the people are facing occasioned by the bad state of this road. There are enormous challenges, and their lives are also being lost time to time, and movement in some cases are almost impossible. We will do our best in support of the federal government to achieve this road. The benefits of this road cannot be overemphasized. So we will do our best because it will enhance our economy, it will enhance national productivity, it will also enhance security, it will enhance all the good things that we have to offer as a state, because this is our link road. So we are happy with those that are doing what they ought to do to ensure that this position is achieved, particularly those in the community that are cooperating with the construction companies that are on site.
It's been over 7 years since the reconstruction of the Calabar-Itu Road commenced, With assurance from the Cross River State government to begin the payment of compensation, contractors should return to site anytime soon for work.
Welcome back. The absence of basic infrastructure and amenities are considered as some of the reasons for developmental setbacks in Ajiran community in the Etiosa local government area of Lagos State. This has led to several peaceful demonstrations by residents aimed at drawing the attention of the state government to their plight.
When you visit Lagos, Nigeria's financial capital, areas such as Victoria Island, Banana Island, Ikoyi, and Lekki take the center stage for luxury and class. And yet, communities such as Ajiro, located in Etiosa local government area of the state, exist, looking moderately developed on the outside, but plagued by a number of issues. During the rainy season, heavy downpours render the community susceptible to flooding. And yet, the story is no different in some areas. As we visit in the dry season, the drains are clogged, blocked, and filthy. We make a stop at Ajiro Community Primary School. The structures have been renovated, but the children are compelled to play in a bushy environment. And when the day is over, the children play while taking the long walk back to the community, which is about a 30-minute walk from the school. Our next stop is the Ajiro Health Center. For starters, the center is situated within the premises of the Ajiro Central Mosque. The facility also looks absolutely deserted and unkempt. With sources telling me power is a major problem.
No anything, no light, no anything. Just only much than
We are also told that this genset meant for the center has allegedly not been powered in 8 years. The situation is the bedrock for this town hall meeting, which organizers say is to brainstorm on these issues with fingers pointing at the traditional ruler.
The primary agenda is to once again call the attention of the government and the people in power for the happenings and the things that is happening in Ajiran community. We have said this, we have granted a lot of press conference, we've done a lot of interviews, that our king, Oba Tijani Adetunji Akinloye, and his ally, Alhaji Yekinolala Bakari, the Balogun of Ajiran land, the both of them are the ones in the responsibility of selling all lands that is more than 5,000 plots of land in Ajiran community in the Etiosa local government. All this land that has been sold since 1993 up till now, the developmental stride is not reflecting in the community.
Efforts to get a response from the monarch was met with a wall of resistance as the secretary of the palace says the king declined comments. And for a reaction from the government, we decide to check in with the Lagos State Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Mr. Benga Omotosho.
Government has done a few things there. Like you have said, the school, which you say is a bit far from the community, the health center, which you say is a bit far from the community, and that it looks a bit irregular. But let me tell you, the main problem that I see about that community is that there seems to be no unity. All of the time, the kind of news coming out of that community doesn't make the government happy at all. They quarrel among themselves over the sale of land, people asking the community leaders to come and account for the proceeds of land sales, the young people in the community making accusations against their elders, and the elders fighting back. So most of the time you get to hear news about that place. It's about putting out a fire instead of talking about community development. You can see, you said the road is motorable. When we were building the road, we had a very good drainage. But today, you go there, part of the drains are blocked. And that costs government money to remove them. So I will suggest that the people of Ajiran should look inwards, love one another, and that they should work together as a team to see how the town can make progress, the community can make progress, instead of fighting over jejune things that are not really very, very important, that are not of the interest of the majority. So we will go and look into the problems that you are talking about. The drains, we'll get them cleared, and then the community health center that we have spoken about, we will also get a Minister of Health to go and look at it if there is something that we need to do there. I mean, if the community provides land, government can build another school in the community. Because the government is we've done a lot of things in education, over 1,400 and so projects in education, and most of these projects are in areas where people never thought government would go and have a presence in all those communities. So it's not going to be out of place if they're asking for another school, which I think the government can consider. So I feel that the people of this particular community, what they need to do is to first be united among themselves and, have a common voice and raise a common force for them to be able to do whatever they need to do for the betterment of their community, for the upliftment of their community, not just to stand there and begin to grumble about government not this, government not doing that. The little that the government has done, if you can call it little, the government's modest achievement in their community, what is it that they have done with it? Like you have spoken about blocked drains. That is not something that is good. We have a very good community development association structure in Lagos, and so vibrant are these community development associations that whatever they feel any community is lacking, they ensure that the government gets to know about such lack, and government works with them to be able to resolve that. So the community development association that is in that part of the state in Ajiran, I will also encourage them to work with the Ministry of Local Government and Community Affairs, so that all of the things that they are complaining about, there are issues that are resolvable.
In 2020, some indigenous people of Ajiro community under the aegis of concerned Ajiro indigenes protested against the alleged high-handedness and lack of transparency in the management of the community by their traditional ruler. The residents continue to express hope that the demands and grievances will be met someday.
Here's a reminder that the program enables you to participate in challenge stories that affect your community. With your mobile device, you can capture activities around you and upload them on our Eyewitness portal on the Channels TV app. As soon as we get them, we begin the process of following up to report news that may compel relevant authorities to attend to your needs. That's how far we can go on this edition of the program. We do hope to see you again, same time next week. I'm Yomi Otaigwe. Bye for now.